Hi, I'm Katie. Every Thursday, I try to have a new interview conversation video up, and it's a lot of fun to get to know other small creators such as myself, or sometimes even bigger ones, and just people that I really feel add value to the world that I want to get to know better. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Andrew Warner. I really connect with his videos. They're very slick and beautiful and professional, but also heartfelt. So you should definitely check out his channel. But anyway, hi Andrew. Thanks so much for being here.
Hi, Katie. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so honored to be able to be considered as one of the people that you want to interview on your series here.
So tell us a little about yourself.
I am from Toronto, Canada. I love it here. It is an amazing place. It is so diverse, so many cultures. It's very multicultural. It's just an amazing place. Minus the weather when it gets in December, January time, it gets a little bit cold, but I'm pretty sure there's some other places in the world that's a lot colder than where I am. I currently work full-time. So I'm not doing YouTube or anything full-time or anything like that. I still have a day job that I work full-time. I work for the government. I started this whole journey, I guess, like a year ago. September 2019 is when I started, and it's been quite a ride. It's been pretty amazing, just being able to have a creative outlet to be able to share my thoughts and to share my vision and to share different things of which I want to create and which I want to do is just something that I never thought that I would ever do 2-3 years ago. Absolutely never thought that I would do that.
What do you love about creating?
The process, being able to have a vision of something that you want to create, being able to put it pen to paper or just type it out, and being able to plan it out and being able to turn that idea into actually a video, it's just amazing. I just enjoy the whole thing all together. So, planning, creating the video, doing the B-roll, doing the A-roll sometimes, the editing, the post-production, everything there, I really just enjoy doing it all.
I'm curious, how much equipment do you have?
I don't own a lot of equipment, actually. Surprisingly enough, I mean, I own a camera. I own two cameras, actually. The first camera I own is Panasonic Lumix G7, which is what I'm actually filming on right now. It's a really nice, small, compact camera. Interestingly enough, what I started out with before was a Nikon D5300. And I had gotten that camera primarily because when I started this last year, I was interested in photography. And very quickly, I lost interest in photography and decided, you know what, I more prefer the video creation aspect of this whole thing. So I ditched photography and then I started to focus on creating videos and haven't turned back since, and I enjoy it 1,000 times more. Just the two cameras, a couple of lenses, a couple of kit lenses. I own a couple of soft boxes because initially when I started, I just purchased like a lighting kit, and it turned out to be like a photographer's lighting kit. But whatever, I still get good use out of it. And I own a couple of compact lights that I get to carry around that I can use in various places. I find owning too much equipment gets to the point where I have equipment that's just sitting there collecting dust and I don't know what to do with it. So I think in terms of equipment, I just want to own what I will use.
It's really funny to me how subjective that question is because the things you were listing, it sounds like a lot to me. But I know, I've been in No Small Creators for a minute. I know how hoardy, for lack of a better word, the mentality can be. People just can collect and collect, and the collecting takes the place of actually doing. So, I have a question for you. What does just changing subject away from all this creator stuff, getting into the nitty gritty? What is a movie that always makes you laugh?
Home Alone, I guess. There's various scenes in Home Alone that just makes me crack up, because it's like, how can these criminals basically just let like a little 9-year-old child just basically go and mess up their whole plans. Home Alone 2 specifically makes me laugh out loud. I remember the scene where he's being chased. He goes into the uncle's building, he goes into the roof or whatever, he starts throwing the bricks off the roof, and then it keeps on hitting Marv in the head every time he gets hit in the head with the brick, and then every time he gets hit in the head with the brick, he gets up and then he gets hit in the head again. Every single time from Home Alone 2, every single time I watch that movie, I always crack up. That part always doesn't even matter. That part always cracks me up.
I'm so glad I asked this question. I love to hear people recall something and then laugh about the memory of it. It's just so fun. What is something your subscribers don't know about you?
Something my subscribers don't know about me is that I have a son. I have a son. He's 1 year. He's 1 year old. His name is Mason. I don't really talk about him, or I don't really bring up the fact. Pictures, videos, anything. It's private to me, So much of social media is about people just being social and then putting out their private lives, and everything with their private lives is on social media, but then they don't have things that they can just hold on to and keep for themselves and just keep private. Maybe in the future, he might make a cameo in a video. Maybe, who knows? Maybe not.
Yeah, I totally respect that. My kids used to be in my videos a lot more, but I feel like when they were younger, it was easier to isolate the fun moments and save memories. But as they get older, more of life becomes about the tantrums and the willpower struggles, and I just don't want them to have there to be stuff out there that could be embarrassing for them. Last question from me, then we'll go into your questions from moi. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers, and what do you like about them?
Now, this is an interesting question because, truthfully, I don't have favorite YouTubers. And the reason I don't have favorite YouTubers is that to do this, to do what we do, to be able to have the courage to come on camera, to talk to the camera, to talk to people, to share your thoughts, to share your opinions, to share your ideas with people, with strangers, to be able to do that, to be able to take that first step to go and push that record button, and then take that next step to edit it and upload it onto the web. That's a huge step. And to be able to do all of that takes a lot of courage, and not a lot of people have that courage. Not a lot of people have the courage that we have to do this. I know I'm not really answering your question here, but realistically, every single individual that has a YouTube channel, that makes videos on their channel for people to view, to consume, to get educated, or just to have fun looking at, or just whatever. Every single person that takes the time and puts in the energy and the effort to make a video, they're my favorite YouTubers. But enough about me, Katie. Let's talk about you. So, I have 5 questions to ask you right now. Question number 1. What has been your biggest inspiration when it comes to creating videos in general?
Currently, It's this passion of figuring out how examining my emotions can make me into a better person, and finding like-minded, kindred spirit people who want to grow.
Good answer, good answer, good answer. All right, question number 2. What is your end goal when it comes to YouTube?
Thanks. I want to be able to do internet full time. I don't know if it's through YouTube, but I would love to edit like trailers would be fun. Channel trailers. I would love to edit channel trailers for people. If they've got a 5-minute channel trailer, I want to put it into 1 minute. I want to help people find the essence of themselves and help creators to reach their audiences. I think that would be so fun and so rewarding. And at the same time, make my own videos, of course. I want to be home when my kids get home from school. They'll start school, like real school, in a couple of years. So at that point, I want to be home when they're home. Yeah.
Now, you show your family quite a bit in your videos, your husband, your daughters. When your girls are older, would you ever consider starting a family YouTube channel? Is that something that is in the plans for the future?
As my kids get older and more aware of the concept of the internet and the scope of how far it can reach, that's completely outside of your hands, I will respect them if they don't want to be in videos at all. And if they really wanted to be in videos, like as a family channel, and if there were enough people interested in our lives, you know, like if this channel were to take off and people were asking us questions and were genuinely invested in our lives, then I would consider it, because I love editing vlogs. But most people aren't interested in vlogs until they have a reason to care about the family. So, and I would not do daily family vlogs. It's too much pressure for everyone. For our family, I think. Maybe some families can handle it. If I were to do daily, it would be more about myself, and they would make cameos, whatever. But it's just, I don't think it's fair to have kids make their lives into work. I'm not a huge fan of all family vloggers. There's just, it's sticky.
Question number 4. What is the one takeaway from creating videos that is transferable in your everyday life?
I'm not sure I understand the question completely. What I can gather from it, something that I'm trying to take away into real life, is that there are always emotions going into me from all different angles. My reactions to stress, mostly that one. That's a big one. Okay, I'm stressed about this. Is it really because I'm afraid about something else? Am I jumping to conclusions? Like, and then I try to figure out how I can package that into a video, and I can keep going with that process of analyzing as I make that video. Let me know in the comments when you watch this, Andrew, if this makes sense.
If you have been shipwrecked on a deserted island and all of your human needs have been taken care of in terms of food and water, what 2 things would you take with you, or would you have with you on that island, and why?
So I know what I would need for my heart, for my soul. I would need my Bible, but also I need 3 things. I'm sorry, I have to cheat. I would need just like the fattest blank book possible, because and a pen, because I would need to be able to write. Thanks for this question and for doing this with me. You rock, and I'm really glad that the No Small Creators group brought us together.
Thank you so much, Katie, for having me on here. It was such a fun time. It was such a pleasure. I just want to thank you so much for even having me in consideration. and asking me some really interesting, fun, and tough questions as well. I hope we'll be able to do this again sometime. We'll be able to talk again sometime. So I just want to thank you once again. And so I'll talk to you later. Oh, well, give you hugs.
Hugs!
So take care, Katie, and have a great day. Bye now.